since the integral is just the reverse process of differentiation or differential, whatever your formula in uh, differential is, babalik rin lang natin dito. Okay? So, as I always say sa mga EPS participant, na mas mahirap yung differential sa integral. Bakit? Kasi siya yung unang subject and then siya yung foundation ng integral. Whatever we do in the integral is just the reverse process. So, binabaliktad lang natin lahat ng derivative na formula or derivative concepts. So, mas mahirap ang differential kasi doon tayo nagdi-derive ng mga formula. So, hindi ito nagiging, of course, as an engineering student, you need to also have a background on how to derive these equations because you need to appreciate kung ano yung sinusolve natin. And then, as you can see here, no, you have the, ayan, you have these formulas here. So, di ba ang derivative ng cosine is negative sine? So, therefore, integral ng sine, negative cosine. So, baliktad lang. Diba? Yung derivative ng sine is cosine. So, therefore, integral ng cosine is sine. But at least, if you want to derive, just apply the concept of trigonometry and then yung derivative. So, yun lang. No. So, you need to use those formula. Integral ng cotangent u is ln sine u. So, for the second u, integral of second u, as you can see here, that is ln second u plus tangent u. Cosecant u ln cosecant u minus cotangent u plus c. Integral of second squared is tangent u because the derivative of tangent is second squared. So, reverse lang ng differential. Same as cosecant squared. You have the derivative ng cotangent is negative cosecant squared. So, na-simplify lang dito. Okay? So, integral of cosecant squared is negative cotangent. Integral of secant u tangent u, secant u. Because derivative of secant u, secant u tangent u. Okay, reverse process lang ng derivatives. And then we have same formula here, no? Cosecant u, cotangent u is, ang integral niya is negative cosecant u. Again, reverse lang ng derivatives because derivative of cosecant u is negative cosecant u, cotangent u. So may mga ano naman, no? May mga pattern in terms of formula. So if you're familiar with the derivatives, so madali mong ma-reverse yung formula. Okay, so after familiarizing with this formula, pwede natin i-apply yan. So eventually ma-memorize nyo naman yan if you solve more problems. So para may repetition kayo. So there's no retention without repetition. But let's proceed here in solving this first problem. So the integral of sine 1/2 x derivative of x. So dito, again, kitang-kita naman sa problem, di ba? So you need to utilize the integral of sine u du equals negative cosine u plus c. You can go back here to see the formula. Ayan. So the first formula. So, pwede tayo mag-use substitution. No? So u equals 1/2 x. Of course, yung u nasa loob ng sine, which is 1/2 x here. And therefore, you have du is 1/2 dx. Okay? And then, backsub lang. Back substitute lang natin. So, integral of sine u 1/2 x du is times 1/2 dx. So, as you can observe, may nadagdag na 1/2. Wala ka namang 1/2 sa original expression. Diba? You don't. So, wala kang 1/2 sa original expression. So, you need to put times 2 doon sa labas to balance that 1/2 out doon sa ilalim. So, this is now equal. So, this expression here is now equal. So, just copy the constant and then apply the formula. So, negative cosine u is 1/2 x plus c. Or negative 2 cosine 1/2 x plus c. So, if you want to If you want to check, pwede mo siyang i-derivative ulit. So if you differentiate this, dapat bumalik ka dun sa, if you differentiate this, dapat same sa problem. Okay, so you have this answer. Okay, so let's proceed sa ating next problem. So integral of cosine 3x dx. So if you're going to apply the formula, integral of cosine u du equals, so positive sine u. So we can check dun sa solution, sa formula table. So you have here, cosine u, sine u. So integral ng cosine u is sine u lang. If you forgot, balik na sa differential and then reverse process. So integral of cosine 3x. So therefore, yung u natin is 3x. So derivative of u is 3 dx. Therefore, you have integral of cosine u is 3x, du is 3 dx. So again, may nag-appear na constant, balance out sa labas. So 1/3 dito. But 1/3 because 3 yung nasa loob. So 1/3 times 3 is 1. So therefore, parang naglagay lang tayo ng constant sa loob para masatisfy yung formula. And then naglagay tayo ng constant sa labas para maging equal pa rin siya sa original problem. Again, pag hindi siya equal sa original problem, that's a different problem anymore. So doon pa lang mali na yung solution. So you need to balance everything. So equal, copy the constant na nilagay natin sa labas, yung balancing constant. And then apply now the formula. So 1/3 sine u is 3x plus c. Okay, so this is now the answer for this problem. Okay, so let's proceed here. No? So integral of sine squared x cosine x. We see here an exponent. So pwede tayong gumamit ng power rule in combination with the trigonometric integrals. So integral of u raised to n du equals u raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. Okay, therefore you have let u. So we have let u as, or pwede natin i-simplify muna to. So sine x squared cosine x dx. So same thing, no? So these are just the same. So again, pwede mo ilagay sa labas, o mo ilagay sa x. So wag natin ilagay doon kasi this is a different expression. So you cannot say that this is equal. This is definitely different. Kasi yung pag nakalagay lang yung squared mo dyan, ibig sabihin yung x lang yung naka-square. So dapat lahat. Okay, so simple parentheses are really important. Okay, so dito, ang u natin is sin x. So you observe, u is sin x. And then derivative of u is, we have cosine x dx. And then yung exponent is 2. So backsub lang natin, integral of u raised to n. So u is sin x. And then n is 2. Derivative of u is cosine x dx. So wala tayong balancing constant na ilalagay because this is just equal expression. So apply natin agad yung formula. So you have u raised to n. So u is sin x raised to n plus 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Over 2 plus 1 again, which is 3 also. We have here plus. Or this is equal to sine cube x over 3 plus c. So that's the integral of sine squared x cosine x dx. So we have here this problem now. So x cotangent x squared, derivative of x. So we are required to find the indefinite integral of this function. Okay? So here, you can actually use yung formula natin. No? So if you can recall, sa first part, so you have your cotangent, which is ln sine u, as you can see here. Ln sine u plus c. So integral of cotangent, du is ln sine u plus c. So u here is, you can observe, ang u natin is x squared. So if your u is x squared. So derivative of u is 2x dx. Okay? So therefore, you can say that we have, pwede natin ilagay dun sa equation so that we can compare if there are changes. For example, here we have integral of cotangent u is x squared, du is 2x dx. Okay? So therefore, we have a 2 here. So kailangan mo i-balance out yan. So therefore, you have here 1/2. Okay? So therefore, you can just simplify this expression as, so 1/2 is retained, and then ln sine u. Okay, which is, ano yung u natin? Sine u is x squared. So we have sine, ano yun? Sine x squared. Okay, plus, so this is now your answer for this problem. Ayan. So one method is to also, pwede mong i-incorporate yung, or pwede mong in terms of u lang muna lahat. So another technique when you do u substitution, if nalilito ka when it comes to the balancing constant, you can just do the, ano no, the, tawag dito, you can just do the u substitution lang muna, or u in terms of u lang muna. And then after that, additional step lang, after that, ibabalik mo lang siya in terms of x. Parang ganito lang, no? For example, u is x squared, di ba? So therefore dito, du over 2 kunin natin yung du over 2 is x dx. So, itong x dx, palitan natin ng du over 2, and itong x squared, palitan natin ng u. So, same result, but different method, no? So, for example, so ito pwede siya maging integral of cotangent x squared times x dx. Same lang, ninipat ko lang sa kabila para magsama sila. So that we can just utilize that cotangent, okay, cotangent x squared. So cotangent x squared is u. And then x dx is du over 2. So du over 2. Labas mo lang yung 1/2. So 1/2 integral of cotangent u du. So you don't have to put balancing constant anymore here. Kasi substitution lang naman tayo dun sa original problem. Okay? Instead of the formula yung pinagbasehan natin, yung original problem. Okay, so these are two different approaches when you solve a certain problem. So 1/2, yan. Gamit ako yung balancing constant natin without putting it kasi ang ginawa natin, sa original problem tayo nag-substitute. So kung sa original problem ka nag-substitute, wala kang babaguhin because nag-substitute lang tayo. Okay? So 1/2. Yan. So 1/2. Ito from the formula, di ba? ln sin u. ln sin u plus 6. Saka mo siya ibabalik in terms of x kasi yung u mo is x squared. So 1/2 ln sin u, sin x squared plus c. Yeah, so same answer, same results. Can do it here, no, sa ibang problem. Pwede kang, kasi ang ginagawa natin kanina, para maglagay ka ng balancing constant, you substitute it in the formula. So, doon ka maglalagay ng balancing constant. If you substitute it in the original expression, making this expression in terms of u, okay, in terms of u, wala kang gagawing balancing constant. Kasi nag-substitute ka doon sa original, doon sa mismong original problem. Okay? So, ayun. You can do that method. For example, here, sa next, lagpasan na natin yan because this is the derivation of the formula dun sa taas, yung sa chart natin. So, for example, next problem tayo, you have integral of e raised to 3 cosine 2x sine 2x dx. So, dito pa natin gawin yung e raised to, we have the integral of e raised to u du equals e raised to u plus c. Okay? So, pa natin gawin, no? We can do na, sige, try natin yung new method, yung hindi naglalagay ng balancing constant. So, lahat gagawin natin in terms of u lang. Okay? Lahat in terms of u lang. So, we have, let's say that u is 3 cosine 2x. Okay? So, derivative of u is, ano yung derivative of u natin? Derivative of u is, we have 3, derivative ng cosine, negative sign, di ba? So, negative sine 2x. Okay? And the derivative nung nasa loob na 2x, so chain rule natin. So 2 dx. So that is du equals negative 6. So 2 times 3 is 3 times negative 1, negative 6. Negative 6 sine 2x dx. So yung sine 2x dx is equal to negative du over 6. So sine 2x dx. Okay? So from here, ang u over 3, yun yung cosine 2x. So, ilagay natin dun sa original problem. So, instead of substituting ito the formula, substitute natin dun mismo sa problem. Papalitan lang natin lahat yan ng in terms of u. So, integral of e raised to, so 3 times Kahit wag na pala mag-over t kasi 3 na pala yung cosine doon. Okay, so wag na natin galawin to para same na lang. So, e raised to, yung 3 cosine 2x is just equal to u. Here, you can see. U lang siya dito. So, pwede mo lang ng u, e raised to. Yung sin 2x dx is, ano yung sin 2x dx? Negative du over 6, as you can see here. So, lagay natin. Negative du over 6 equals negative 1/6 integral of e raised to u dx. Which is equal to negative 1/6. Ano yung integral ng e raised to u? E raised to u pa din. E raised to u plus c. Therefore, you have negative 1/6 e raised to u, but u is 3 cosine 2x. So, lagay mo na doon. But since na yung u natin is 3 cosine 2x, lagay mo na dito. 3 cosine 2x plus c. Okay? So, another straightforward solution. No? You can always do other method. So, dito, you have integral of dx over 1 plus cosine x. No? So, if you examine this problem, applicable ba dito yung d over u? So, hindi, di ba? Kasi ang derivative ng cosine, sine, wala naman tayong sine doon sa problem. Okay? So, we need to put kailangan natin maglagay lang ng, kailangan natin maglagay ng, let's say, sine sa taas or cosine to have an expression wherein derivative niya is nandun sa taas. So we need to put a trigonometric function doon sa taas. So to do that, no? So dapat ma-simplify natin yung ilalim as a single trigonometric function. So if you can recall, 'di ba, ang sine squared, this is the trigonometric identity, no? So sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals 1. So, or, yung 1 minus cosine squared x natin is just equal to 1 plus cosine x times difference of, this is tawag dito, the factor. So, 1 minus cosine x. Okay, so algebra. So, therefore, eto, pwede pala siyang maging sine squared x, as you can see here. Pwede pala siyang maging sine squared x kung mag-multiply tayo ng 1 minus cosine x sa kanya. Okay, so let's do that. So, integral of dx over 1 plus cosine x. So, mag-multiply tayo sa ilalim ng 1 minus cosine x para mapalabas lang natin yung single expression. So, we're just simplifying here. So, syempre, nag-multiply ka sa baba ng 1 minus cosine x. Mag-multiply ka din doon sa taas. So, you do what you do on the yung sa taas and then sa baba. So, this expression can be simplified as integral of 1 minus cosine x over, so this is dx over, so ito, pag multiply mo to, ito lang siya. Ito, 1 minus cosine x, squared x or sine squared x. So, this is just equal to sine squared x. Okay? So, pwede mo silang ihiwalay. No? So, integral of dx over sine squared x minus integral of cosine x dx over sine squared x. Okay? Or this is just equal to, you have, ang 1 over sine is cosecant. Diba? So, from trigonometry, ang 1 over sine is cosecant. So, therefore, ang 1 over sine squared is cosecant squared. Okay, so pwede mo i-simplify yan. Integral of cosecant squared x dx. Okay, for this single expression. And then for this another expression here, so minus, so ito, pwede natin siyang i-simplify as, so ito sine squared siya, di ba? So if you can recall, pwede siyang maging integral of cosine x dx over sine x times sine x. Para na magkaroon tayo ng single or simplified expression. Sin x times sin x is second, sin x squared. We have integral of cosecant. So, we're utilizing na yung mga fundamental concept ng trigonometry. So, importante pa rin siya dito, yung mga inaral natin dati. So, we have minus. So, ito, yung cosine over sine, kung napansin natin dito, yung cosine over sine, sige, lagay pa rin natin dito para malinis. So, minus cosine x over sine x times 1 over sine x dx. So, hiniwalay ko lang yung expression so that we can see ano yung single expression na pwede natin ma-simplify, ano yung other single expression na pwede natin ma-simplify. So, this is just equal to this one. So, equals integral of cosecant squared x dx minus, so yung cosine over sine, cotangent, di ba? If you can recall. So, cotangent x. Ang 1 over sine is cosecant. So, cosecant ito. So, we have equals, yung integral of cosecant squared, negative cotangent x. Cosecant squared x, so negative cotangent x from the formulas. Minus the integral of cotangent x cosecant x. So, that is negative cosecant x. And then plus c here. Minus cotangent x plus c. So, this is now the answer for this problem. Okay, sige, let's proceed here sa ating next problems. Okay, so that's it for trigonometric, no? So you can apply all those formulas using U substitution. Either you use the pure U substitution, yung sa problem ka sa substitute, or if you want to utilize the balancing constant, you substitute it in the formula, not in the original problem. So either way, you will have the same answer if you just follow the procedure. Okay. So again, just retain some of the basic concepts and then just apply it in solving problem, and then solve more problems so that you can master some of these topics. So let's proceed here sa inverse trigonometric integrals. To inverse, we have here the arcsine, arctan, arcsecant. First formula, integral of du over 1 all over square root of a to the exponent to or a squared minus u squared. So kapag ganun yung form mo, a is constant. Okay guys, so a is a constant greater than 0. So kapag constant yung nasa unahan, let's say 2 squared minus x squared. So square root of 2 squared minus x squared, we use arcsine. Kapag walang square root sign, tapos naka-add siya, tangent yung arctangent. Kapag nauna yung variable, usually that is arcsecant. Okay, as you can observe here. So dito nauna yung constant, tapos sabay minus yung mga pagtandaan natin, sabay minus yung may variable dito, naka-add lang. Kapag naka-add lang, automatic arctangent yun. Kapag nauna yung variable, usually arcsecant yan. So we will just utilize this formula to solve these problems. Okay? So let's proceed dito sa first problem. So naka-add, automatic to na ano siya, arctangent. So for arctangent, we have integral of du over, so du over a squared plus u squared equals 1 over a. So you can write arctan like this or the word arctan or inverse tangent. So arctan u over a plus c. So dito ano yung a squared natin? So we are going to a-assign na tayo ng mga expression. So a squared is 9, u squared is x squared. Okay? So you have a squared, so let a squared, that's nice. Just get the positive value because this cannot be negative. Okay, so get the square root of both sides. You have a equals 3. Just get the positive value. And then for u squared, so titingnan na natin dito is yung, so 9 ito. And then for x squared is ito. We have u squared as x squared. So therefore, get the square root. So u equals x. So therefore, du equals dx. Substitute natin. So integral of, so du is dx. So again, you can utilize the ano in terms of u na siya. Okay, or if you want to use the balancing constant, just substitute it in the formula. So if you substitute it in the formula, yan. So du is dx, yan. Then over a squared. Ano yung a natin? A is 3, so 3 squared. Plus u squared, which is x squared. And then we need to compare that to the original expression. Okay, so wala namang nagbago, no? So same lang naman. So wala kang nilagay na balancing constants there. So you don't have to put a balancing constant anymore. Okay, so this is just equal to 1 over a is 3, arctan, u over a. Ano yung u natin? U is x over a, which is 3, plus c. Yeah. So nag-substitute lang tayo ng mga values. Okay, so let's proceed sa next problem natin. Yan, so integral of dx over square root of the quantity 25 minus 16 x squared. So dito, as you can observe, nauna yung constant sa variable, tapos nakasubtract siya. So arc sign to. Okay? So you have integral of du over the square root of a squared minus u squared equals arc sign u over a plus c. So wala siyang 1 over a. So yung may 1 over a lang, yung arctan tsaka yung arcsecond. So u over a plus c lang ito. So dito mag-designate na naman tayo ng mga mga values, no? So we have here, so yung a squared, so this one a squared ito. So u squared ito. So we have a squared as 25. Therefore a is 5. Get the square root and get the positive value. And then u squared is 16x squared. So therefore, u equals 4 x. Okay, to get the square root. So if you want to utilize the tawag dito, the balancing constant, ilagay mo lang doon sa formula. So integral of ano yung du natin? So du is okay dito. Du is equal to 4 dx. So 4 dx over, so you have here square root of a squared. Ano yung a squared? Ano yung a? A is 5, so 5 squared minus u squared. Ano yung u natin? U is 4x, so 4x quantity squared. So compare natin, no? So as you can see, magkaroon ka ng 4 dito. So you have a 4 here. So to balance that out, kailangan mo lang maglagay ng 1/4 dito. So 1/4, so 1/4, and apply the formula. Okay, so direct to the point siya. So put the balancing constant and then apply agad na yung formula. So you don't have to go to u and then from u to x. Hindi mo kailangan i-change to u yung mga variable. So 1/4 arc sign, u over a, ano yung u natin? U is 4x over a is 5. So 4x over 5 plus c. So that is now the final answer for this problem. Okay? So let's proceed dun sa ating next problem. So you have here the next problem. No? So integral of dx over x times the square root of 4x squared minus 9. So nakasubtract yung constant sa x po, sa may variable. So most probably this is an arcsecond problem. Okay, so yun yung mga palatandaan natin. So for this, we have the formula. Integral of, that is du over u times the square root of u squared minus a squared. Okay, so equal siya sa 1 over a arc second u over a plus c. Okay, so that is your formula. So again, we're just going to identify everything and then apply the formula. Very straightforward lang siya. So u squared, as you can observe here, so u squared is the 4x squared here. Ang a squared natin is yung 9. So, sige, unahin natin yung a squared since yan naman nauna sa expression. So, u squared is 4x squared. So, u is 2x. So, get the square root. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of x squared is x. So, just get the positive value. So, du equals to dx. And then, therefore, we have a squared as 9. Squared as 9. And then, a equals 3. Get the square root. And then, substitute natin dun sa tawag dito, sa expression. So, you have integral of du, which is 2 dx over. So, we're just going to substitute here. So, du is dx, 2 dx. And we have u as, ano yung u natin? U is 2x. And then we have the square root of u squared minus a squared. So, u squared is 2x. Quantity squared minus a squared. Ano yung a natin? A is 3. So, 3 squared. So, nagkaroon ba tayo ng changes sa ano natin? So, wala, di ba? So, same expression. So, although nagdagdag tayo ng 2dx doon, so, nagkataon na mayroon din palang 2x sa baba. Kaya meron siyang times 2 din doon after you substitute. So, you don't have to overthink this, no? So, basta kapag nag-substitute ka na, simplify lang and then compare dun sa original. If there are changes, just balance that out and then apply the formula. So, dito walang changes kasi basically this will just cancel out yung 2 over 2. So, technically, equal pa rin siya dun sa problem natin. So, 4x squared pa din ito. 9 pa rin to, x pa rin to, and then we don't have a coefficient there. So, apply natin agad yung formula. So, 1 over a equals 1 over a. Ano yung a natin? A is 3. Arc second. Okay, arc second, u over a. U over a is, so u is 2x. Over a is 3. So, plus c. So, you have that answer for this problem. Okay, so last problem for this meeting, I think, so that we can go to the Q&A and then we are going to just discuss these remaining problems by tomorrow. Okay, the last meeting of our EPS. So let's just try to answer this first, yung next problem natin. So you have integral of dx over the square root of negative x squared minus 4x. So ito, as you can observe here, no, so kailangan nating ng constant. Okay, kailangan natin ng constant. So most probably, we need to add something and then subtract something for us to have a constant. And then you have here a complete square para magkaroon tayo ng constant. Although nakasubtract naman yung tawag dito, nakasubtract yung 4x, hindi siya constant. No? So we need a constant para magkaroon tayo ng gantong form. It's either a squared minus u squared or u squared minus a squared. And in this case, you have to, we can see that negative x squared siya. So minus x squared. So nakasubtract yung my x squared or yung may variable. Okay? So yun, kung nakasubtract yung may variable, ibig sabihin, this is arcsine. So we just need a constant to apply the formula. Therefore, this is integral of du over a squared. So the square root of a squared minus u squared equals arcsine u over a plus c. Again, bakit ganito yung pinili nating form because naka-negative po yung ating x squared or yung may variable. Okay? So, ito kasi, if you can observe it here, no? Pwede siyang ma-complete square. Kung meron kang minus 4, di ba? So, if you put minus 4 there, that's just equal to, pwede mo siyang ma-factor out as x plus 2 times quantity x plus 2. So, for example, integral of dx over the square root of, so let's say, negative x squared minus 4x. Since negative lahat yan, lagay mo na negative dito. Minus 4. Siyempre, naglagay ka ng 4, i-cancel mo lang. So basically, may ginawa pero parang walang ginawa. Ano? So parang naglagay lang tayo ng constant para lang masatisfy natin or ma-complete square natin yung x squared, negative x squared minus 4x. But basically, wala tayong nilabag na batas. Kasi, balance lang lahat yan. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. So basically, you put something that has walang epekto in the numerical value, but it's very important for us to simplify the expression. So, i-ano lang natin, no? I-simplify natin. So, yung 4 na positive dito, lagyan natin sa unahan. It can be 4 plus x squared minus 4x 4. So, medyo hindi pa siya simplified. So, gawin natin. Pag-isahin natin yung may mga x squared minus 4x minus 4. So, we have dx over the square root of, sorry, this should be square root. So, square root of 4 minus, so kung maglagay ka ng minus and then you put a parenthesis, magiging x squared plus 4x plus 4. Tama? Okay, so again, algebra. Kapag remove mo siya, mag-iiba yung sign ng nasa loob. Kasi para siyang na-factor out. So, you can see here, negative times positive, negative, negative times positive, negative, and then negative times positive, negative. So, don't put or don't group without changing the sign of everything inside kapag negative yung nakalagay dyan. Kapag positive, okay lang. Kasi positive times negative, negative pa rin naman. Positive times positive is negative. Positive pa rin naman. Okay? So, yung x squared plus 4x can be same problem ba to? Hindi na. Or typo error lang. Okay, I think this is just a typo error here. Bakit siya 4? Okay, this should be... tama naman. Bakit 2 dito?
Nakatlo ako sa kayo. Dalawa yung okay, hahana.
Tama naman, di ba? Because x plus 2 squared or x plus 2 is just x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. So x squared plus 4x plus 4. So maybe this is just a typo error. Just change this to 4. 4 dapat to. Or this is a different problem. Same problem lang. Mali lang yung nakalagay. So this is 4x.
Katlo
So, okay, so
ako.
tama itong ano natin. Proceed tayo. So this one here can be simplified as integral of dx over the square root of 4 minus x plus 2 quantity squared. Okay? So therefore, nasatisfy na natin yung form, di ba? So integral of du over square root of a squared minus u squared equals arc sine over a plus c. So ano yung a squared natin? So a squared is 4. So a is 2. What about u squared? So u squared is x plus 2 squared quantity. X plus 2 x squared. So therefore, u is x plus 2. And then we have du as dx. Derivative of 2, that is just equal to 0. Okay, 0 lang yan. So therefore, we have integral of ano yung du natin. So dx over square root of Yung A natin, A is 2, so 2 squared, minus U squared. Ano yung U natin? X plus 2 times quantity squared. So therefore, after you substitute, walang nagbago sa ano natin. Same as parang dito. So same expression. So no balancing constant needed. So this is just equal to arc sine U over A. Ano yung U natin? U is X plus 2
Halpa kita
over
sa patekok.
A, which is 2. So plus C. So this is now our answer for this problem. Okay. So I think that's it muna for today, no? So I hope that you have learned something from this